Hi. Lately, all the smartphone manufacturers keep advertising their flagship devices with attractive terms like infinity displays and super edge-to-edge screens, and so on. You get the point. But despite how beautiful and modern these screens are, they aren't actually that much bigger, and that is called optical illusion. And whether the usable screen is wasted by the notch or a persistent non-disappearing on-screen navigation bars. And by the way, the notch on the iPhone 10 or X is ugly and aimed just to make a marketing propaganda to say that they have an edge-to-edge displays, because if they made the iPhone with just a top half centimeters bezel that houses the cameras, speakers, and IR blaster, etc., and all these technologies in the notch, it won't make it feel bigger, because what makes using the phone what makes the phone feel smaller is the bottom bezel and the bezel from the side you are holding the phone with when you are using it with one hand. Like for example, if you are a right-handed person, the bottom bezels and the right bezels. And if you are a left-handed person, the bottom bezel and the left bezel. That's what makes the phone feel smaller. Let's dive into our topic of how bigger the screens are in the iPhone 10 and iPhone 8 Plus compared to each other. Actually, not just as marketing terms and optical illusions. So I don't have an iPhone 10, of course, so during MKBHD's last video, he placed both the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8 Plus next to each other on the same plane, so the dimensions are proportionally to each other, as you can see here. So I took a screenshot and placed it on the Photoshop here, as you can see. Just crop the iPhone 10's screen, the usable screen only, so that's why I ignored the notch, because that's a wasted screen. And let's place it over the iPhone 8's screen and align them perfectly. Let's try to make it. Might take a couple of tries. Make sure it's aligned perfectly. Yeah, I guess it's now almost perfect. So let's see how much bigger actually it is. So if the iPhone screen 10's screen was placed on the 8 Plus screen exactly, this is how much difference there is. The iPhone 10's screen is notably taller and narrower, as you can see here. So we can say it's bigger, and if we place it over the iPhone 8's screen, it's about the same width, and it's taller with one row of applications here. That's how bigger the screen actually is. And there is an article from The Verge also. I encourage you to read it. It's by Vlad Savov. It's great in explaining how to measure the screens in mathematics, using mathematics by Pythagoras theorems. So go read it. I will link it in the description below, as well as MKBHD's video. And I would love to know what each of you think. And remember, keep thinking different. Bye.